Hello students, how are you all? Enjoying holidays or you are studying seriously at home? Both you have to maintain simultaneously, yes or no? Now you see, today I am going to start with the last exercise of this chapter 3F. Okay, up to HCF I taught you, I solved many examples, I gave you the homework, I attached assignment. So I think you all are maintaining, you all are doing all these things. So let's today start with LCM. So here many sums are there. So for this exercise I will take two videos to complete. Today up to question number 13 I will show you. In the next video MCQs and the HOTS and some additional sums I will show you. Clear? Then I will attach the last assignment. Understood students? So let's see from here question number 1. I have solved one question for 4 number. Find the LCM by listing multiples. You know what are the multiples product? See 3, 4 and 6. I have written the multiples of 3 up to 15 I have written. Next, when I have written the multiples of 4, after writing two multiples, when I have come to third multiple 12, then what you can see that in the previous multiples of 3 there is one multiple is there 12 which is common with these multiples of 4. Clear? So now more one you write, next no need to write now. Next you write the multiples of 6. Here you have seen 6 1 is 6, 6 2 is 12. So what you have noticed, in all the cases 12 is the common multiple, first common multiple. Yes or no? So as you have got 12, already 12 as the common multiple, so no need to write the next all multiples. Clear? That means this 12 is the common multiple. So your LCM will be what? 12. Clear students? Understood? Next, find the LCM of the following by prime factorization method. Question number 2. 1 I have showed. You know how to find out the prime factorization method. With the prime numbers you will divide. Yes or no? After finding the prime factors all, have you noticed how I have done? Then you have to find out the LCM. Now in the LCM what I have told you, you have to take the common factor as well as those factors which are not common also. So here you can see 2 is there, 3 is there, 5 is there, but you will not get in none of the cases, means one factor is common for all the cases. In different factors are there in different numbers. Clear or not? Like here for 9 2 3s, here for 15 1 3 1 5, here for 18 2 1 2 and 2 3s, no 5. Here for 22 2s are there, 1 5 but no 3. Clear or not? So first here we start with 2. 2 2s are there, 1 2 is there. So how many 2s you will consider? Highest number. So 2 2s. Clear? Next come for 3. 2 3s are there, 1 3 is there, 1 3 is there. So how many 3s you will consider? Highest number. Next 5. Here also 2 3s are there. 2 3s, 2 3s, 1 3. So you will consider 2 3s. Next 1 5 and 1 5. So you will consider 1 5 only. Got it? Now you do multiply. Clear? It will come 5 2 is 10, 3 3 is 9, 9 2 is 18. 18 into 10, 180. Clear students? How to find out the LCM by following by prime factorization method? Already I showed you. Again from the exercise 1-1 I am showing you. Next, by division method. Question number 3. This one common division method. Start with the prime number. Clear? I told you here means there is no hard and fast rule that by which prime number you will start. All the numbers must be divisible by that number only. How many maximum how many numbers you will be divisible, you divide that one only. Have you seen? I have started with 3. So 48 can be divided, but 56 cannot be divided by 3. So I didn't divide. 35, 105 can be divided, 225 can be divided. So I have maintained in that way. Clear? After writing all, see here it has come in this line 1, 2, 2, 7, 1, 15. So it can be further divided with 5. Now in this line you very carefully observe. Here 2, 7 are there, 1, 2 is there, 1, 3 is there. All are the prime numbers. Clear or not? But I didn't stop my division over here. I have proceed more one line. Why? Because I told you in the final quotient either 1 or 1 prime number will be there for each. So here 2 same prime numbers are there, no? So it will be divided again with 7. So what you have got? 1, 2 is the prime number, 3 is the prime number, and 1. Clear or not? Understood? So after next you write down all these divisors in ascending order. After writing all the divisors in ascending order, you will do the multiply. That will be the LCM. Clear? So this is the now here question number 4 is there in your book. Find the least number which is exactly divisible by these 14, 21, 24 and 42. Least number means what? LCM. So here we see I have applied common division method. I told you in the word problem when you have to find out the LCM, always apply common division method. Clear? So here after doing the finding the common division method, now you write down the LCM. It will be in ascending order. How many 2's are there? 3 2's, 1 3 and 1 7. Then you will multiply. 2 2 are 4, 7 3 are 21, 21 into 2, 42. So it will be 168. Clear? Understood everyone? Next question number 5 is there. Find the least number which when divisible by this leaves a remainder 7. Mind it, here it is given leaves a remainder 7. So that means after you have to find out that required number by which if you divide these all, your remainder will be there, and that remainder is 7. Now if you add that remainder with that after finding all the numbers, after finding the LCM, if you add that remainder with that LCM, then you will get the required number which will be exactly divisible. Yes or no? So here all the numbers, first to find out the LCM, it has come 144. Clear? Now here it has told leaves a remainder 7. So what will be the required least number? 144 plus 7. That means 151. See the solution. Yes or no? That means this is the required least number. With this number, if you divide that means which when divisible by this means this is the required number. If you divide by this number, this one, you will get in each case remainder 7. Clear? Understood or not? So try to understand this type of question. So your final answer is 151. Why? That means according to question, if you divide with this number, clear, this one 151, then in each case you will get remainder what? 7. Clear everybody? Understood? So this is the sum, question number 5. So next it's coming 6 number, same type. 7 and 8 I am showing you. 7 number I am showing you. Clear? Here it is given 4 bells toll after an interval of this second respectively. When will they toll again? Bells you know, and toll you know, means it will hit the bell. Suppose in temples you are getting no bells, all these. So at the interval of this means first bell, suppose 8, and second bell after 9 seconds it has told, third bell after 12 seconds, fourth bell after 15 seconds it told. Yes or no? You have to find out the answer. When will they toll again means when will they toll again simultaneously together. It is the meaning of the question. So what will be there? All the 4 bells will toll together after an interval which is the multiple of this. Means together you have to find out. So when you have to find out the together at which, then means what? You have to find out the multiple of this. What are the times given to you? So after getting this one multiples means here you have to find out the LCM. This type of sums you have to solve in this way. You have to find out the LCM. After LCM you have got, it is 360. That means 360 second. So the time when they will toll together, it is 360 second. Now always we find out the time either in hour or in minutes. So this second I will convert into minute. So you know 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So if 360 seconds you convert into minute, then automatically you will divide by 60. Yes or no? This thing you know or not? 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So you have got 6 minutes. That means all the bell will toll again simultaneously together after 6 minutes. Clear or not? Next question is there, question number 11. Find the greatest number of a 4-digit exactly divisible by this. You have to find out the greatest number of 4-digit which is exactly divisible by. Exact means you know exact division. So first what you will do, greatest number, no LCM you have to find out. Don't get confused. Here you no need to find out the HCF. Here you have to find out that greatest number of 4-digit which is exactly divisible by this. There is a difference of questions. So try to understand the question. So first what you will do, first find out the LCM. What you have got? 1008. Now you know what is the greatest number of 4-digit? 4 nines. Now what you will do, these 4-digit 4 nines, if you divide by 1008, you will get a remainder, that is 927. That means this remainder if you subtract from this 4-digit number, greatest 4-digit number, then what will be the required number? That required number will be exactly divisible by these LCM. Understood or not? Clear? That means it has been told to you that find the greatest number of 4-digit exactly divisible by these. So you have to find out that greatest number of 4-digit which can be exactly divisible by these. So exact divisible means you have to find out the LCM of this. So after finding the LCM, with this LCM means you have to find out that greatest number which can be exactly divisible. That means remainder will come 0. Now 4 digit number, you know, 49. So if you divide 49 by 1008, you are getting remainder 927. That means this 927, if you subtract from 9999, then whatever the number you will get 9072. If you divide this number by 1008, it will be exactly divisible. Clear? Understood? Next question 12. From 12, 1 I have showed. Clear? And from 13, 1 I have showed. 12, it's told you, for each of the following pairs of numbers, show that the product of the HCF and LCM is equal their product. Question number 1 I have showed. That means question is, you have to find out the HCF of these two and LCM of these two. Then you have to show left hand side is equal to right hand side. That means HCF into LCM is equal to product of the given numbers. See, so your HCF has come 7, LCM has come 42. And this side product, original number 14 into 21. So both sides the numbers have come same. So have you noticed, always I have applied for HCF either in continuous division method and for LCM common division method. When you will solve the word problem, it will be easier for you. Clear? And question number 13 is given, by using the HCF find the LCM. That means at first you have to find out the HCF of this, then with the formula, I gave you the formula, no? Product of the numbers is equal to HCF into LCM. With that formula you have to find out LCM. So you see here, one number I have showed. First you find out the HCF of these two number, whatever will be there, then you apply this formula. Actually original formula is product of the numbers is equal to HCF into LCM. So from there, if you have to find out LCM, then product of the number divided by HCF. So product of the number means these two original number, and HCF means whatever HCF you will get. So that HCF. After that you will simplify, whatever the answer will be there, that is the answer. Clear, students? I think you all have understood. Now on the basis of the up to question number 13, I am giving you, these are the homeworks. Whatever homework I have mentioned, these are the homeworks. So these question number, these homeworks you will complete in your homework copy. Clear? Along with whatever I have showed, that also you will do. Clear? In the next video, I will move for the HOTS, MCQs and some additional questions. Next, I will attach the assignment. And one thing I want to tell you, students, everyone don't get panic. First you complete your PT1 course, next you move for the half yearly course. Clear or not? Teachers will start their half yearly course, but you should not get scared or you should not get panic. You have enough time in your hand. All the videos and notes, assignment, everything will be there in your profile. So first you complete your PT1 course, next you move for the half yearly course. Clear, students? Understood? And all the work should be neat and clean for each and every subjects. Okay? Thank you.